And welcome back to Coach's Corner, everyone. We are thrilled to have Arcadia High Softball coaches Al Gills and Darnell Westbrook with us. Guys, you're already off to a 3-0 start. Thanks so much for stopping in Coach's Corner with us.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
So you guys are both first-year coaches, but have been with the program as assistant coaches. I guess let's just start with this season so far. Nice 3-0 start, Coach.
Yeah, we've Darnell and I have been with the program for 3 years, I guess going on 4 years, and we took over the program this fall. We're trying to instill a little different attitude at the softball program. Our expectations for the girls are high. We're kind of letting them know that. So we've taken it kind of serious from day one. I think in the past it was kind of a little lax, and we waited until league games, and there just wasn't that focus. So, yeah, we started out really well, 3-0. We've told the girls how good they can be, and we just keep ingraining that in them and saying it over and over, and trying to keep the focus up. So, you know, we played a team from Texas that came out for spring break, for their spring break, and in the tournament, and won that one 9-0. Had a good win against Temple City, one of our little rivals. They beat us last year, and we beat them 10-0 this year.
Nice.
And then yesterday we beat LaSalle 7-2. So we've started off well. We got a lot of work to do.
Offense is looking good. Defense is looking good too. How about the? We've had so much rain here in the Southern California area. How are the fields holding up, and what have you guys had to deal with practices and postponing and trying to get everything in?
It's been a challenge.
Yeah, it's definitely been a challenge. We come by, and after the rain comes, and we probably drive by the field, we look and we see there's short little puddles and ponds all around into the field. But you know, we've been working hard to make sure the fields are ready to play. Unfortunately, we did lose a few scrimmages, so the girls are playing very well for them, because they had a lot of games that were taken away from them because of the rain. And we played in some very, very cold games this year, and the girls have responded, have been playing well, but the rain has definitely affected our practice time and game time.
So some new upgrades to the field too. I know you guys work hard, just like we're talking to Arcadia Baseball. They always working hard in the fields too, and you guys some nice upgrades out in the field this year.
Yeah, we one of the first things I wanted to do was we call it the softball wall, but it's visually a cosmetic thing for our field. Probably hadn't been painted in, I'm guessing, 10 years or more. It was faded, it was peeling. It's got all CIF players' names up there. So we wanted to redo that wall. We have a senior that has been all CIF for 2 years, and she deserved to get her name up on the wall before she graduates. So we've painted it. We've got some new graphics up. You know, we've got her name up there, a whole new board. So it's visually, it looks a lot nicer, and we got new backstop pads with the Arcadia A on it. And then the fields alone, my JV coach, Coach David, and I have spent a ton of time dragging and just making the surface better. When we don't have Lake Arcadia, we call it at shortstop.
Exactly.
So.
And we have the beautiful wall virtually behind us right now, and it does look really nice, so congratulations on that.
Thank you.
You guys mentioned first year as head coach for you and assistant coach, but you guys have been working together the past 3 years. What is it like working with each other, and how's that coaching relationship?
We work very well together. We were just speaking about that the other day. We catch each other, finish each other's sentence, or saying, hey, we should throw this pitch, and I'm telling them constantly, hey man, get out of my head. But we work very well together. One big thing that we do is we're able to agree to disagree. We don't disagree much, but when we do, we're able to agree to disagree, and he takes into account what I have to say about, say, an opponent or an at-bat, and I do the same with him, and we're able to work very well with each other because we should respect each other's opinion.
I thought he was going to say respect each other's opinion as you were finishing your sentence.
He was just about to.
It really has been good. I mean, we've enjoyed coaching together the last few years, but now that we can kind of do what we want to do and kind of mold the girls and guide the team, it's been really good. And we think a lot alike, but we also, you know, help each other out and learn from each other and disagree, and that's all good. So it's been fun.
And it's probably too early in the season to be up for Coach of the Year awards, but definitely Father of the Year. Both of you brave enough to coach your high school daughters varsity softball. What is that like, coaching your daughter at a pretty high level?
It can, I think both of our daughters fit the part very well of a coach's daughter. I've coached my daughter since she was little. She's used to me being hard on her. But at the same time, I have to treat her the same as I treat all the girls, and I feel I know I'm fair about that. Mm-hmm. I know there is challenges for a coach's daughter, but she's taken it fine, and I don't even, honestly, when I'm out there, I don't even think of her as my daughter.
Darnell?
Well, it's kind of like I expect more from her because of that, and because she's a leader and she's a senior. But we would probably say it or won't admit it, but a lot of times if something needs to be said to his daughter, I'll probably say it. Something needs to be said to my daughter, he'll probably say it. So that's kind of the way we kind of work with that. But it's been fun. It's been exciting. I mean, we consider we're close with a lot of the girls and consider us like extended daughters. I know Al and I have coached a lot of the girls on the team since they were in recreation, since they were 9 years old. So it's great to see those girls continue to grow with the game. And now they're seniors and juniors. It's very nice from watching them and having them play from when they were small to now.
Tell me about the Glendale loss last year and kind of your words to the team and kind of how that went after the game.
Well, the Glendale loss. We went into Glendale, and at that time it was a very important game. And I thought we were going to come out and be ready to play, but to my surprise, we came out flat, and we just didn't look like ourselves. And so at the end of the game, I kind of challenged the girls and let them know, hey, this can go one or two ways. We can either kind of rise to the occasion, or our season can continue to go kind of like this game went. And there's 3 words that I kind of told them that they still always get on me and make fun about me today. But it was fire, heart, and passion. And I said, you guys need to play with those 3 things. If you don't play with those 3 things, then you guys don't belong here. And they rose to the occasion. I think after that we might have went 8-2, and that kind of catapulted us into the playoffs. So they responded, and once I challenged them, and it was good to see.
I think honestly, I look back, I'd say our footprint on the program started with that speech. Because from that moment, I think there was a different respect level from the girls with us. And he calmly just said that. I can tell you that when he said it, the entire place heard him. Parents probably thought he was screaming at the kids, but I was like ready to go run through a wall when he was done. We were like practically almost in tears, and we did. We only lost 2 league games to the top 2 teams the rest of the way out, and it was a turning point in our season. And again, I think it was the footprint of what started what we were wanting to do with the program, and that's bring a different level of respect. We want everybody in the area to look and say Arcadia softball is tough. Want to play for them, want to play against them, and I think we've already started that. It's going to take time over the next couple of years to build that up, but we've been preaching that to the girls. Just have a different level of respect. Mm-hmm. Softball at our school, I think, kind of had fallen kind of quietly over the last 5-6 years. And we have some really good athletes in the area, and we're trying to do some better things.
Fire, heart, and passion. I'm ready to run through a wall for you guys right now. I'll also take a T-shirt too. Let's get those T-shirts made. I'll take a large. Let's go. That's a great slogan, great motto. So, fire, heart, and passion. You talked about it last year. You guys made that nice run, made it in the playoffs. What's the focus? What's the goal for this season?
I'll say the goal is to make a deep CIF playoff run and win the Pacific League. I think we have the talent to do it. This year, the great thing about our team is we're very deep, very balanced. I mean, we can be in any critical situation in the game, and I'll feel confident with any of my players up at the plate at this situation, or a ball hit to them in any situation. So I think the balance on our team this year is there's no reason why we can't do great things and go all the way in CIF, as well as win a Pacific League title.
Al, what do you think about the Pacific League this year, the other teams, and how it's kind of shaping up?
Unfortunately, the same words always come up, CV, or letters, Crescenta Valley. But it's they're tough. Mm-hmm. They're loaded. Probably 6 of their 9 starters are Division I commits. But we played close games with them last year, and take one error out, we probably could have beat them in the first game at their field. So they're going to be tough. Honestly, I'll probably be disappointed if we don't compete with them for the title this year. That's the goal we've kind of set with the girls, to compete for Pacific League. Another goal is to try to get to 20 wins. And not have, the last 2 years we've been in a wild card spot with CIF Playoffs, which makes it tough because we're playing that extra game and turn around 2 days later. So the other goal is to get a first round game and not have to play on that first Tuesday. So, we're daily, we've told the girls, if they make a mistake, it's not a big deal. I think we've focused more on the mental part of the game, getting them ready, not having that letdown, not having a regret after a game, leave it all out on the field, and we keep repeating the same things to them. But this group of girls are almost like each other too much. It's challenging at practice because there is some playing around. I've kind of had to be the bad cop, and Darnell's kind of been the good cop with that. But they're all great girls. There's great chemistry on the team. They keep saying, "Coach, when we put on the Arcadia uniform and we'll turn it on, we'll be fine." And so far they have shown that. So we're very excited of what we've got. In league, I think we should compete for a league title.
And how about, Darnell, some of the top players you guys have this year? When we go out to watch the Apaches, we'll take notice.
We have a lot of returning great players and a lot of incoming players that are going to contribute this year. We have senior Deja Westbrook coming back. She'll be playing Division I ball at Cal Baptist next year. Sophia Garzona will be back in the circle. She's been doing great so far. I think we've played 3 games. She's given up 2 runs. We have our catcher, Helena, who's stepping up. Everybody. And we also have a freshman that's coming in, Morgan Howie, that's been doing great things. And we have Avery, a shortstop.
We're balanced.
Yes.
We have 5 seniors this year, but our roster has about even amount of freshmen, sophomore, junior, and senior. Actually, juniors we only have 3. But like you said, right now I'd say it's early, but 3 of our top 5 hitters are freshmen and 2 sophomores. We know we have a couple of really good freshmen coming in next couple of years. So things are looking brighter on the Arcadia softball side.
Pitching is so unique and so important in softball. What's kind of your guys' philosophy with pitching and how you use them, how much you can use them, and your kind of thoughts on how key that position is?
It's definitely different than, say, baseball. Softball, they say it's a natural motion. The girls, your big-time softball pitchers are pitching every game, and a couple of games a week. Some pitch 2 games on a weekend, probably with their travel team or whatever. So we have Sophia, who's a sophomore. She pitched literally almost every inning for us last year as a freshman because we had no other choices. She did great. She's not overpowering, but she's very good at locating her pitches. So with us watching kind of how hitters are swinging or approaching the ball, Darnell calls pitches, and he's done a great job on working with Sophia and Helena, our catcher, on not leaving the ball out over the middle for the bigger girls to hit hard. And because Sophia's not going to strike out 12 girls in a game, she's just not that type pitcher. But she's done phenomenal. We also have a freshman pitcher who's super smart at locating and knowing that she needs to keep the ball down because, again, she's not an overpowering pitcher. So in softball, you have an overpowering pitcher. You can probably compete to win a league with even not a very good defense or offense behind you. We have a great defense and a great offense and a very good pitcher. She's going to continue to get better. And we know we have one good strong pitcher coming in next year, so it's definitely different.
Last couple weeks ago, we had Arcadia baseball coaches in here, Nick Lemus, Gabe Hyatt. We had fun talking about the superstitions of baseball and the Apaches in their dugout, do some fun stuff. The past 10, 15 years, it seems like the dugouts in softball have gotten louder, more creative with all the chants and stuff like that going on. What is it like in the Apache dugout during a game and kind of the creativity of some of those things happening?
Well, for sure, you go to an Apache game, you're going to see some dancing in the dugout. You're going to hear some cheering. You're going to see some hats turned backwards, turned sideways. all you're going to see a whole lot of things, man, because the girls are having fun, and then it's good to see them having fun. They're playing well and they're having fun, but I mean, like you said, the softball dugouts are crazy. I mean, they're bringing props in there and everything. So, hey, come and check us out. No telling what you might see.
How unique is that, though, for a sport, though? Because I really think it has taken kind of a life of its own on and more creativity. They're having fun, though. But what's the dynamic? I mean, have you seen the growth and evolution of this, and kind of what is that like as far as it's so unique to softball?
Yeah, I mean, they have their chance. I'm a baseball guy, so I am superstitious, and it was a little different for me when I came over to softball. But they have all their different chants. I mean, there's been times I go home and there's a chant in my head. But no, it is cool. It's the girls. It is different. I'd say the girls are, with the bonding and stuff, probably a little bit closer than a lot of guys are. Mm-hmm. So there is a lot of chance. I mean, the other night, we used motivation with Temple City because they showed up on some preseason ranking, and for 2 weeks we talked to the girls about we're not on there and Temple City is. And I cannot tell you how loud they were the other night on Temple City. And his daughter Deja hit a walk-off grand slam that basically run-ruled them. And, I mean, the girls were super loud. So I'm sure Temple City's not happy, but Allison over there has done a great job, and she's respectful. And I know we're going to cross paths again. So, but the girls, there's a lot of camaraderie, and they do get loud. It may be at a different pitch level sometimes than the boys, but it's all good.
When you see your daughter hit in essence, a walk-off grand slam, is it part dad coming out, part coach coming out? I mean, that's got to be such a amazing feeling to see that happen.
It's very hard to hold on, but I'm holding on to my coach hat, and I'm trying to let that dad hat is trying to come out, and I'm pushing it back down, and I'm just giving great job, continue the good work. But as a dad inside, I'm jumping up and down.
That's amazing. That's super cool, guys. We appreciate you stopping in. Best of luck the rest of the season. Hopefully, you guys will stop back in, and we look forward to the CV games this year for sure. Any other big games that we should make sure we mark on our calendars to get out there for?
Well, I mean, Burbank and Burroughs are always tough too. Mm-hmm. Last year we finished behind both of them. This year we're expecting our goal is to finish above both of them. Mm-hmm. So we need to work hard. But those are the three. CV, Burroughs, and Burbank are always the three that we need to worry about. And our first, we're taking it one game at a time. I mean, we have a tournament this weekend, 2 games Saturday, but next Wednesday we do play Monrovia under the lights at our field, which is always a good rivalry game. And we've been talking to the girls about being the best team in this our little area right here. So we've already beaten Temple City and LaSalle, and our goal now is to take care of Monrovia, and then we'll start looking towards the league.
Gentlemen, thank you very much. Fire, heart, and passion. Love it. Arcadia High School softball. You can check out the Apaches. We'll keep you updated throughout the season. Gentlemen, good luck, and thank you so much for stopping by Coach's Corner.
Thanks for having us.